Okay, we're going to take a look at this problem. 3 divided by 1500ths. We've been working on in class realizing that division problems and fractions are the same thing. So instead of having 3 divided by 1500, we're going to rewrite this problem so it's 3 divided by 1500ths. Now remember, before we can start doing this and solving this fraction, we have to think about making these into whole numbers. 3 is a whole number, so there's nothing we have to do to that, but 1500ths is not a whole number. And remember, whatever we do to the denominator, we have to do to the numerator and vice versa. So if I look at this 1500ths, I have to think to myself, what power of 10 can I multiply this by to get a whole number? And since it's hundredths, we would have to multiply this by 100. And since we're multiplying this by 100, we have to multiply the numerator by 100. Okay, so our new fraction we're going to look at is 300 over 15. Okay, now we can start thinking about this in terms of what things have in common and simplifying the fraction. So if you look at 315, right off the bat, I see this ends in a 5, and I see this number ends in a 0. So that means they have to both have 5 as a multiple. So I'm going to divide each one by 5. I'm going to see what I get. 300 divided by 5. 5 goes into 30 6 times, and it goes into 0 times, so 5 goes into 360 times. We're going to have that over 5 goes into 15 3 times. And if I look at both of these, I see, okay, the factors of 3 are 3 and 1, and the factors of 60, I know it has a 2 because it's even, but I also know it has a 3. I know it has a 3 because if you remember from the first quarter, if I add the digits of a number and they equal the multiple of a 3, then it has to have 3 as a factor. So 6 plus 0 is 6, and I know 6 is a factor or a multiple of 3. So that means 3 has to be a multiple of this number. So if I divide each one by 3, okay, I'm left with 60 divided by 3, which is 20, and 3 divided by 3, which is 1. And so our answer is 20 over 1, or 20. So if we look back at this original problem, 3 divided by 1500ths, that gives us 20. Okay. Now, if we want to look at this in the form of just division, what we could do is rewrite the problem as a division problem. 3 divided by 1500ths, and we kind of have to do the same thing as we do with a fraction. We have to make this into a whole number, so we're going to do this twice, and so that means we need to add 2 decimal points here, or move the decimal over twice and bring our decimal up. So here 15 goes into 30 2 times. 2 times 15 is 30. 30 minus 30 is 0. 15 goes into 0 drop down that 0 too. And 15 goes into 0 times. So our answer is 20.